Hello students, welcome back. In previous video, we have solved some numericals from the second chapter, which is mechanical properties of fluids. Now today we are going to solve other numericals. Starting with the 14th numerical in your textbook. With what terminal velocity will an air bubble 0.4 millimeter in diameter rise in a liquid of viscosity 0.1 Newton second per meter square and specific gravity 0.9? The given is also density of air is 1.29 kilogram per meter cube. So what is given in this numerical? We have the diameter of this bubble 0.4 millimeter, and therefore its radius will be half of the diameter, which is 0.2 millimeter. So converting into meter, we have 0.2 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter. Again, shifting this decimal point one place, it becomes now 2 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter. The viscosity eta is 0.1 Newton second per meter square. Now the specific gravity is density of liquid divided by density of water, and therefore substituting the values, specific gravity is given to be 0.9 and the density of liquid is represented by sigma, and the density of water is 1000. So simplifying this, the sigma, which is density of liquid, it comes to be 900 kg per meter cube. Now the formula that we are going to use is V equal to 2 upon 9 R square G rho minus sigma upon eta. So substituting all these values, we get R value is 2 into 10 raised to minus 4 whole square, multiply by 9.8. The value of rho is 1.29, which is the density of air. Sigma is 900. The value of eta is 0.1. Simplifying this, the square of 2 into 10 raised to minus 4 is 4 into 10 raised to minus 8. 9.8 divided by 0.1, we will make it 98. Subtracting, we get minus 898.71. On solving this, we simplify this, and if we solve using log table, here we have this minus sign, minus 898.71. So therefore minus antilog, log of 789 plus log of 898.71 minus log of 9. This 10 raised to minus 8 is taken over here. Substituting the log, characteristic is 2. And taking addition and subtraction, we have this 4.8937. Taking antilog, the answer is 7.829. Here the characteristic is 4. So we have taken 10 raised to 4 over here, and this 10 raised to minus 8 is as it is. So the characteristic 4 is taken over here. So minus 8 plus 4, it will be again 10 raised to minus 4. So the value for this velocity comes to be minus 0.7829 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter per second. Here this negative sign indicates that the bubble is rising up inside the liquid. So this is the answer. Now the 15th numerical, the speed of water is 2 meter per second through a pipe of internal diameter of 10 centimeter. What should be the internal diameter of nozzle of the pipe if the speed of water at nozzle is 4 meter per second? So what is given? We have velocity v1 equal to 2 meter per second and diameter over there is 10 centimeter. At other place velocity will be 4 meter per second. What will be its diameter d2? So using the formula of continuity, the product of area and velocity is constant and therefore A2 V2 is equal to A1 V1. Area of pipe is pi r2 square, substituting the value of V2 and V1 and simplifying this, radius is diameter divided by 2. We have cancelled pi and simplifying this, taking square root, so d2 into root 2 is equal to d1 and therefore the value of d2 is d1 upon root 2. The value of d1 is 10 centimeter and the value of root 2 is 1.414. Therefore, solving this, the d2 is 7.07 centimeter. Converting into meter, the value of d2 is 7.07 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter. So this is the required answer. Now the 16th numerical. With what velocity does water flow out of an orifice in a tank with gauge pressure 4 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square before the flow starts? Density of water is 1000 kg per meter cube. Now what is given in this numerical? The gauge pressure P is 4 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. The density is 1000 kg per meter cube. The velocity we have to find out. Let the value of g, that is acceleration due to gravity, is 10 meter per second square. The formula for pressure, the pressure P is h rho g. Therefore height h is equal to P upon rho g. Substituting the values of pressure, density and acceleration due to gravity, we have simplified this substitutions. 4 into 10 raised to 5, 1000 into 10. The 1000 into 10 is 10 raised to 4 and above we have 10 raised to 5 and therefore solving this, the answer is 40 meter. Now the velocity of water flowing out of an orifice, its formula is given to be V is equal to under root 2 GH from Torricelli's law of efflux. V is equal to root 2 GH and therefore substituting the value of this H, 40 meter over here, again simplifying 2 into 10 into 40 will be 2 into 400. So 40 into 10 is 400. The square root of 40 is 400 is 20 and the value of root 2 is 1.414. So 20 into this, the answer is 28.28 meter per second. So this is the final answer for the velocity. The 17th numerical now. The pressure of water inside the closed pipe is 3 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. This pressure reduces to 2 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square on opening the valve of the pipe. Calculate the speed of water flowing through the pipe. The density of water is 1000 kg per meter cube. So what we have here, the pressure P1 inside is 3 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. Pressure P2, reduced pressure, is now 2 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. The density of water is 1000 kg per meter cube, that is 10 raised to 3 kg per meter cube. Now the speed of water in closed pipe, since the pipe is closed, there is no flow of water and hence its velocity is 0. The speed of water flowing through pipe is V2, which is to be determined. So when the valve is open, the water will flow through the pipe, and at that time its velocity is to be determined. For this we use the Bernoulli's theorem. So from Bernoulli's theorem, P1 minus P2 pressure difference is half rho V2 square minus V1 square. And therefore substituting the values 3 into 10 raised to 5 and all these values, after simplifying this 3 minus 2 we get 1 into 10 raised to 5. Here this 1 by 2 will get over there on left hand side, and therefore V2 square is 2 into 10 raised to 5 divided by 10 raised to 3. So simplifying this, what we have and taking square root on both sides, V2 is now root 2 into 10 raised to 2. And therefore V2 is 1.414 into 10. So again simplifying this, the final value for velocity of water is 14.14 meter per second. This is the velocity it will attain when the valve is open. Now 18th numerical. Calculate the rise of water inside a clean glass capillary tube of radius 0.1 millimeter when immersed in water of surface tension 7 into 10 raised to minus 2 Newton per meter. The angle of contact between water and glass is 0. Density of water is 1000 kg per meter cube and acceleration due to gravity g is 9.8 meter per second square. So what we have here, we have the radius 0.1 millimeter converted into meter. So it is 0.1 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter, and it will now 10 raised to minus 4 meter. The surface tension is 7 into 10 raised to minus 2 Newton per meter, and angle of contact for water is 0 degree. Density of water is 1000 kg per meter cube, that is 10 raised to 3 kg per meter cube. Simplifying this, and g is given as 9.8 meter per second square. We have to find height h. So using the formula of surface tension, the height of capillary is h is equal to 0.2, h is equal to t, 2t cos theta upon r rho g. So substituting all these values in this formula, the value of cos 0 is 1, and therefore 2 into 7 is 14, and 10 raised to minus 4 and 10 raised to 3, so we have 10 raised to minus 1. So it is 14 upon 9.8, and this is minus 2 and minus 1, so it will become 10 raised to minus 1. So simplifying this, 1.4 upon 9.8, so it is 14.98. So 98 is divisible by 14, so it is 1 by 7. The value of 1 by 7 comes to be 0.1428 meters. So this is the value of height. So this is how much water will rise inside the glass capillary. Now 19th numerical. An air bubble of radius 0.2 millimeter is situated just below the water surface. Calculate the gauge pressure. Surface tension of water is 7.2 into 10 raised to minus 2 Newton per meter. Now what is given? We have radius 0.2 millimeter converted into meter. So it is 0.2 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter. So again shifting this decimal point, we have 2 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter. The surface tension is 7.2 into 10 raised to minus 2 Newton per meter. The gauge pressure we have to find, it is Pi minus Po, that is pressure inside minus pressure outside the bubble. For that we use the Laplace formula for spherical membrane, which is Pi minus Po equal to 2T upon R. Substituting the values given over here in this formula, we have 2 into 7.2 into 10 raised to minus 2. 2 get cancelled. So it is 7.2 into 10 raised to 2. So the answer is 720 Newton per meter square. So that is the answer, which is the Gauss pressure. Now the 20th numerical. 27 droplets of water, each of radius 0.1 millimeter, pulleys into a single drop. Find a change in surface energy. Surface tension of water is 0.072 Newton per meter. So we have 27 droplets of water and they combine to get a single drop. So in this process, some work is done and it is converted into surface energy. So what is given? Number of droplets are 27. R is 0.1 mm and it is converted into meter. So it is 0.1 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter. That is 10 raised to minus 4 meter. The surface tension is 0.072 Newton per meter. Now 27 droplets combine to form a single drop. So the volume of 27 droplets is equal to volume of single drop. So volume of single drop is equal to volume of n droplets. The volume of drop, if we consider drop is a sphere, the formula for volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So here capital R is the radius of that single drop and small r is the radius of small droplets. So cancelling this 4 by 3 pi on both sides, we get simplified value r cube is equal to n r cube. Taking cube root on both sides, so r is root cube root of n, substituting the value of n which is 27 and its value is 3. So cube root of 27 is 3. So the radius is 3 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter. Now the change in surface energy is given by W is equal to T into dA. That is the formula we derived. So surface energy is W and T is the surface tension and dA is the change in area. Now change in area is equal to area of n droplets minus area of single drop. The formula for surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r square. And therefore simplifying this and substituting the values, we have n into 4 pi small r square minus 4 pi capital R square. So substituting the values over here, and solving this. So 4 into 3.14, the value of pi I have taken it is as 3.14. So 4 into 3.14 is 12.56. 10 raised to minus 4 square is 10 raised to minus 8 and 3 into 10 raised to minus 4 square is 9 into 10 raised to minus 8. So when we solve this, the answer comes to be 0.9043 into 18 into 10 raised to minus 8, and simplifying this, the final answer is 1.628 into 10 raised to minus 7 joule. So try to solve this by using log table. You know how to use log table. Now 21st numerical. A drop of mercury of radius 0.2 centimeter is broken into 8 droplets of the same size. Find the work done if the surface tension of mercury is 435.5 dyne per centimeter. So given data is R 0.2 centimeter, which is the radius of single drop. Convert it into meter like this, as we done earlier. The number of droplets forms are 8 and surface tension of mercury is given. Convert it into Newton per meter by multiplying it by 10 raised to minus 3. So dyne per centimeter is converted into Newton per meter. Now once again, the volume of 8 droplets is equal to volume of single drop. So volume of a spherical drop is 4 by 3 pi r cube, and since there are 8 droplets, it is multiplied by 8. So cancelling 4 by 3 pi on both sides and taking cube root, what we have, small r is equal to capital R upon 2. Cube root of 8 is 2. So 2 get cancelled, and the value of small r is 10 raised to minus 3 meter, which is the radius of small droplets. Now formula again, work done is W is equal to T into dA. So dA is the change in surface area, which is area of 8 droplets minus area of single drop. So the area, surface area of sphere is 4 pi r square, and therefore we have substituted over here 8 multiplied by 4 pi r square is the area of 8 droplets, and this is the area of a single big drop. Substituting the values and solving this, so 4 pi is taken common from the bracket, and substituting the values and solve this using log table. Now when we solve this by literally solving this, the answer comes to be 2.188 into 10 raised to minus 5 joule. So try to solve this by using log table. Now numerical number 22. How much work is required to form bubble of 2 centimeter radius from the soap solution having surface tension 0.07 Newton per meter? So what is given? We have radius of bubble is 2 centimeter converted into meter, so it is 2 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter. The surface tension is 0.07 Newton per meter, and we have to find the work. Now initial surface area of bubble is 0 because bubble is not blown, its surface area is 0. So final surface area of bubble is 2 into 4 pi r square. Why we have taken 2? Because bubble has two surface areas. One is outer surface area and one is inner, and therefore this 4 pi r square is multiplied by 2. So change in surface area dA is 2 into 4 pi r square. Once again using this formula, W is equal to T into dA. dA is the change in surface area. Substituting over here and solving this. Substitute all these values and solve this. The value of this work done comes to be 7.03 into 10 raised to minus 4. If we shift decimal point one place, it will be 0.703 into 10 raised to minus 3 joule. So this is the answer for 22nd numerical. Now the last numerical from the chapter, 23rd. A rectangular wire frame of size 2 cm by 2 cm is dipped in a soap solution and taken out. A soap film is formed. If the size of film is changed to 3 cm by 3 cm, calculate the work done in the process. The surface tension of soap film is 3 into 10 raised to minus 2 Newton per meter. So what is given? We have the area of frame 2 centimeter by 2 centimeter. So it is 4 centimeter square. Converted into meter square, it will be 4 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter square. Now area reduced to increases to 3 centimeter by 3 centimeter. So it is 9 centimeter square. So convert again into meter square. So it is 9 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter square. The surface tension is given to be 3 into 10 raised to minus 2 Newton per meter, and we have to find the work done. Now once again the formula is W is equal to T into dA, and increase in surface area will be A2 minus A1. Okay, so this dA is increase in surface area, so it is A2 minus A1. Since again the bubble, since the soap film has 2 surface area, we have multiplied this by 2. So why we have taken 2 over here? Because the soap film has 2 surface area. So that's why 2 is over here. So substituting the values, so 3 into 10 raised to minus 2 into 2, it is 9 into 10 raised to minus 4 minus 4 into 10 raised to minus 4. 9 minus 4 is 5, and simplifying this, our answer comes to be 30 into 10 raised to minus 6. So minus 2 minus 4, it is minus 6. Substituting one decimal place, we have final answer 3 into 10 raised to minus 5 joule. So this is the answer from the 23rd numerical. So we have solved all the numericals from the chapter. So try to solve all these numericals in your notebook. Try to solve this by using logarithmic table. Thank you for